is 3 weeks long. And basically what happens is the kids take classes in the morning. They take professional level classes in acting or singing or dancing or composing or writing. And then in the afternoon, everybody participates in a show. That's it. And then we do the shows, live shows, at the end of the 3 weeks.
How many kids do you have?
We have 51 this year. It's the biggest year we've ever had.
And what is the age range?
Our age range is probably like 12 to 20. Oh my gosh. Wow. We believe that theater can change lives for the better, and it can change communities. And so we take the theater skills and kind of twist them and make them life skills. Where a kid may get up and audition for a role, we help give them confidence, learn how to stand, learn how to approach, so that when they have to go talk to a teacher or interview for a job or ask that girl out for a date, they know how to present themselves. We do a thing every Thursday night. It's Thursday Nights Out. It's really fun, and we got to do Thursday Night Live this year. And we go out for dinner, and so the kids know that they have to tip. They know they need taxes. They know that they learn that they're not supposed to run around and treat it like their bedroom. So it's really cool because when we go out, oftentimes the waiters will say, "Thank you so much for coming, your kids were great." So they learn how to present themselves in the real world. And it's amazing. And they come out of this empowered. We have a lot of kids. They don't have to be actors to come to us. They're the kind of kid that sits at the back of the room. They're very shy. So we nurture and we push and we include and we push and we include. And by the end of this, I've had kids walk away from this process wanting to go have a better relationship with their parents, wanting to make friends at school, not afraid of things they were afraid of. Can you tell I really love this program? Okay.
How many years have you been doing this for?
In Jefferson City, we've been doing it for 8 years, and we've been doing this nationally for 10. Well, let's see here. I am a writer by trade. My husband and I worked for Disney, where we wrote Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, and Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted Christmas, and we were the sequel king and queen for quite a while. And it was great. It was wonderful. I love working for the mouse. And then my son was born. And that same year, my mother died. So I had these two profound changes in my life, and I realized I didn't want to work in Hollywood anymore. I wanted to pay it forward, and I had this beautiful baby boy, and I was like, okay, I need something. And we met a young girl in Florida who needed something, and I had a camp like this when I was her age, and I went, I pulled one of those Lucy Ricky moments and went, honey, we're going to, or no, actually it's more like Mickey and Judy, isn't it? Okay, so I was like, honey, we're going to put on a camp, and then we're going to put on a show. And Flip went, no, don't do this to me, woman. And so I went to Dennis, because Dennis says yes to everything, who's our third partner. And he said, I'm in. And within a week, we had a camp going, and that's how we began. And then Flip realized, we're writers. Why are we doing other people's shows? Let's do our own. So now we have 30 published shows, Pioneer Drama, Samuel French, Dramatic, and I have 2 books based on, that you can get at Amazon.com, written by Cindy Marcus. Anyway, we are now published, and we're continuing to move in that direction. This year's plays, we're doing 2 shows. We are doing a full musical. It's called Quixote, and it's based on Cervantes' masterpiece, Don Quixote. And it's set in modern-day New Mexico, and it's got great Spanish salsa music. It's really fun and alive, and yet has a lot to say. So that's the first show, awesome. Second show, equally awesome. It's called Transylvania High, and it's about, see, I'm a writer, so I'm going to go on with what's the motif. But it's really, it's about a group of humans who end up on the campus of a monster high school. And both of the groups, the monsters and the kids, are both very afraid of each other and realize we have to look beyond the way we look. And so it's a comedy. It's very silly, lots of big costumes, really, really fun. The shows are Friday and Saturday. Friday night, it's Quixote first at 7, Transylvania at 8:30. The tickets are $10, but if you buy 2 tickets, it's only $15, so it's a good deal. And then on Saturday, the first show is Transylvania at 11:30, second show is Quixote at 2, and there's a lunch in between. And that's $25 if you want to get the lunch. So you get 2 shows and a lunch. It's awesome. And both shows are making their Missouri preview premiere. So these shows have never been seen in the state before. So that's pretty cool too. We really care about kids here. And we think it's important that they're engaged in the world. And oftentimes what happens is news events happen, and as writers and as parents, we want to find a way for the kids to deal with it. And I know the schools talk about it, but we really feel that the arts are a great way to release the sadness and the tension. So, cutting back to Virginia Tech, which was I think 8 years ago, we were devastated. We had a little boy, and we were dealing with kids, and it's like, what can we do about this tragedy that is something uniquely us? So we reconfigured the idea. We dealt with the issue of bullying, because so many kids have been bullied, and instead of the child going angry and killing kids, is it possible that a child who has been bullied could channel that pain and that sadness into something creative? And that's actually what Quixote is all about, the power within us to make a difference for the better. And what's really cool is that a lot of our kids are going back and reading the classic. So it's not just that they're exposed to life issues and current events. We take the classics and we reconceive them and try to stay as true as we can. And then now the kids are interested in classic literature. Great, you're more empowered, you go back to school, now you're more literate. It all kind of ties together. So in terms of the international publishing, we're doing Transylvania High this year, and that is slated for publication. And what that means is basically our publisher has read the outline and they're like, yeah, we're interested. We haven't confirmed it yet. We're pretty positive that Pioneer Drama is going to pick it up. When they pick it up, the kids who originate the roles get their names in the back of the book. Okay, so now those shows go out internationally. Our shows have been done all over the world. So a child in Hong Kong will look at the part of, let's say, Magda and go, I'm playing Magda. Let me look at the back of the book. Oh my gosh, Michelle, whatever her last name I won't say, also played Magda. I'm going to look her up on Facebook, or I'm going to look her up. Oh my gosh, she has a Facebook. Now we're friends. So what started as a small show, just a show in one town, becomes a way for kids to connect all over the world. And I know a lot of people diss Facebook, and I get it, but I really think it's a way for me to stay in touch with the kids, and kids get to stay in touch with each other. And so our kids who are all over the country and all over the world are talking. So a big world suddenly becomes a small, closer world.